Hello and welcome to one of the special environments in college football. Clemson folks call this the original Death Valley. It is rocking in anticipation of this battle today. We've got a great matchup here on deck. Still early in the season, but both teams come in undefeated, ready to test each other and try to stay perfect on the year. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 23, brought it out and tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? There's the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Freshman field will spot it near the 36.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
A handoff from the shotgun. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback who's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack you.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
7th play of the drive coming up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, just a tough way to start this game for this offense. throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Keeping it on the ground here. Finding some room at the 25. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Short throw complete to the tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense moving closer to the line of gain after that catch. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And here's the handoff. You stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. He'll hand it off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. Look at this. Put themselves in a
perfect third down situations, much more manageable. We'll see if they can convert.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. They'll try to run for the 1st down.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. A pass from the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on 4th down. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. Now play number 9 on this drive. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Third down, out of the shotgun. And it's caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They can't stop him. He's brought down just across the 25-yard line. Clemson offense is back out there. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll begin with a quick throw to the left. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the 1st down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Another great pickup on the ground here by Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball to the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
And at first down, they go right back to him. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Time for one more play here in the quarter. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Gets into space at the 50. And he steps out of bounds. A big play, an exciting end to this first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. The shotgun handoff here. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. But you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
The Tigers are going to cash in this red zone trip. The linebacker shifting around now.
325.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Got space looking for the end zone here. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Ball handed off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Oh, and he's got some space here. And they've got the returner corralled. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Play action here on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second- and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. This will be a 46-yard attempt. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
The come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, and we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down out at the 46.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Now it's second down here. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Touchdown, Alabama. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Incomplete. Second down coming up.
4-2 Spiders.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. He'll look to throw it here on second down. He's going to take another shot right here. Drop right near the sideline for a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Looking to throw it on first down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They finally bring him down, but not before he gets all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
It is first and goal, a great chance to claim the lead before the break here. It's a shotgun run call. Defense able to deny the touchdown. He's brought down at the 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
The PAT puts him up 3. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback looking to scramble. He's found some room at the 45. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Clemson.
A little over 20 seconds left here in the first half. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's complete downfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
First down. We're going to throw the football. He pulls it in for a big gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Looks like Clemson will have the first down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 50 yards away. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this away to get the second half going. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They get the second half started with their running play. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And tackled after a small pickup there. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
From the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Tigers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense rolling the dice on this 4th down call. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. He moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Tailback takes the handoff again. Tackle made after just a short gain. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And they pick up the 1st on the ground. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run. And the Tigers hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. It's blocked. Only scoop it up. Can they make something happen here?
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the 2nd half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
We'll call for the fair catch here. The Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handoff running right. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. The eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. And on the carry, he's heading left. Breaking free at midfield. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Handoff to the single back. Can he reach the end zone? Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. They're going to throw for it on third and short. The QB throws his third pick of the day. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On the toss play, runner moving left. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. One of those critical third down plays coming up.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Clemson 26, Alabama 14.
The defense with pre-snap movement of its own.
Ringo. Gorilla. Griffin.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Lets it go quickly. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
And the ball is away from his own end zone. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
It's third down for the offense. Can he make it to the marker? They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there.
Well, it's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Press coverage now from the secondary. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, tie. That's a crucial score. Kirk makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Picked off, a crucial turnover. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
First down here for this offense. And there's the handoff.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Bama. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
And the offense will stay out there for a two-point try, trying to build the lead to 3 points. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And he'll set up to throw. And a short pass caught in the end zone. They convert the two-point try. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. The Tigers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Important second down play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
A crucial play in this game. It's third down and 2. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
I love it. Third down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in this football game in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Ball carrier tackled there. Important yardage needed on third down here. A field goal try will be from 52. Can he get there on the ground? And they pick up the first down. Tackled at the 25.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch.
Boy, this is a big play by this offense. They go in the post route. It's a perfectly run route. It looks like the ball is going to be overthrown, but how about the receiver laying out to bring that one in for the big gain?
First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter? So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. What a catch. Heads up off the deflection.
It seems like they've been searching for something to go their way, and here it is. Tip ball up in the air. They come down with it. See if this can build some momentum for them.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Intercepted in the end zone. They can't slow him down. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Great job by the defense there preserving the 3-point lead. But now in the 4th quarter, this is a crucial possession for this offense. Handoff as they try to work the clock here.
Hey, I can understand the play call here. Backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the 4th quarter. But you got to be careful of being too conservative. Because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they are selling out against this run game.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. In the clear at the 25. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. The back's got it. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second and long, but you figure they'll run the ball here to work the clock. Hands off to the left. Running with purpose. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. They'll run it here. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. Punt team ready to boot it away. This one will be fair caught. They need to score quickly here, try to dial up some big plays. First down, looking to throw the ball. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. And he steps out of bounds after the interception, and that will be the final play of the game. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.